Hello, this is Exit Light. Today, I'm going to be telling you about a real unsolved murder case. It's often referred to as the Oklahoma Girl Scout murders or Camp Scott murders. The Oklahoma Girl Scout murders occurred on the morning of June 13th, 1977, at Camp Scott in Mays County, Oklahoma. The victims were 3 young Girl Scouts between the ages of 8 and 10 years old. They were raped and murdered, and then their bodies were left discarded on a trail leading to the showers about 150 yards from their tent at their summer camp. The case was classified as solved when Gene Leroy Hart, a local jail escapee with a history of violence, was arrested. However, he was acquitted when he stood trial for the crime. Gene Leroy Hart had been at large since 1973 after escaping from the Mays County Jail. He had been convicted of kidnapping and raping 2 pregnant women, as well as 4 counts of first-degree burglary. Hart was raised about a mile from Camp Scott. Less than 2 months before the murders, during an on-site training session, a camp counselor discovered that her belongings had been ransacked and her donuts had been stolen. Inside the empty donut box was a disturbing handwritten note. That writer of the note vowed to murder 3 campers. The director of that camp session treated the note as a prank, and it was discarded. 30 years later, authorities conducted new DNA testing, the results of which proved inconclusive because the samples were too old. On Monday, June 13th, 1977, it was the first day of summer camp. At around 6 a.m., a thunderstorm hit the area, and all the girls huddled into their tents. In Tent 8 were Lori Lee Farmer, Doris Denise Miller, and Michelle Goose. The girls were residents of Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, which is a suburb of Tulsa. They were in the camp's Kiowa unit. Late that morning, a camp counselor found a girl's body in the forest. It was soon discovered that all 3 girls in that tent, number 8, had been killed. Subsequent testing showed that they had been raped, bludgeoned, and strangled. Gene Leroy Hart, a Cherokee Indian, was arrested within a year at the home of a Cherokee medicine man. He was tried in March 1979. Although the local sheriff pronounced himself 1,000% certain that Hart was guilty, a local jury acquitted him. The 2 families later sued the Magic Council Empire and its insurer for $5 million, alleging negligence. The Magic Empire is the Council of Girl Scouts and is one of 331 councils chartered by the Girl Scouts of the USA and is charged with administering the Girl Scout program in the 7 counties of northeastern Oklahoma. It is the largest Girl Scout council in the state of Oklahoma. The civil trial included discussion of the threatening note and the fact that Tent 8 was 86 yards from their counselor's tent. In 1985, by a 9-3 vote, jurors decided in favor of the Magic Empire Council. By that time, Hart was already dead. As a convicted rapist and jail escapee, he still had 305 of his 308-year sentence to serve in the Oklahoma State Penitentiary. On June 4th, 1979, he collapsed and died after lifting weights and jogging in the prison exercise yard for about an hour. Richard Goose, the father of one of the three victims, went on to help the state legislature pass the Oklahoma Victims' Bill of Rights. He also helped found the Oklahoma Crime Victims Compensation Board. Another parent, Sherry Farmer, founded the Oklahoma chapter of Parents of Murdered Children, which is a support group. This case remains open. No one knows who killed those girls so brutally. On the other hand, there is at least one person who knows who killed those girls.